Hello friends, and welcome to Revival Today. I want to take just a few minutes on this week's Friday Fire just to share a little bit more of some things that we're involved in here at Revival Now Ministries. Many of you know just a few weeks ago we returned from the East Africa nation of Kenya, where we literally, not exaggerating, we literally saw the Holy Spirit hover over every single session we were involved in. It was such a dramatic encounter for me with the Holy Spirit that my life will never be changed again. And I know I say that every time I go, but it seems to be that the level of the spiritual atmosphere is increasing almost everywhere we go. But I want to share a few things that you may not know about Revival Now Ministries. Revival Now Ministries and your giving to this ministry does help us to sponsor each April, August, and December the Revival Now School of Ministry in Kilgoris, Kenya. We began that training in April of 2010. And we started with 26 students there, and just this past session, we saw over 120 leaders from all across Kenya come together for 6 days of a tremendous outpouring of the Holy Spirit. Your giving to Revival Now Ministries also helped us to sponsor the first Pastors and Leaders Conference in a town 5 hours north of Nairobi named Isiolo. Your giving to Revival Now Ministries also helps us to sponsor the Nasero Orphanage outside of Kisii, Kenya. We're partnering with Tim Williams and Healing Hands Ministries of Lake City, Florida, as well as partnering with the Kenya Assemblies of God. We want to help to build an adequate facility to house these 60 children in that have become orphans as a result of the political clashes that took place in the country so many years ago. While we were there, we were made aware of the fact that most of the boys in that orphanage are sleeping in mud hut extensions on the side of this small 4-room house outside of Kisii. And because of the rains and because of the mud facility, they end up sleeping on their foam mattresses in the mud when the rains come. And they just outgrown the facility, and they need our help to build them an adequate facility to sleep in, to eat in, and to go to school in. Your giving to Revival Now Ministries helps us to partner with these other ministries to help feed those 60 children on a regular basis. In just a few weeks, we're going to return to Kenya, where we will once again in August will conduct a crusade and a pastor's conference in Lodwar, northern Kenya. I'm excited to be able to come back to the Turkana area. It's been a couple of years now since we've been able to be there, and I'm looking forward to being there. We will also simultaneously conduct 2 different women's conferences in southwest Kenya, one in Kisii and one in the Kilgoris area during the 3rd week of August of this year. And of course, we will also conduct the August session of the Revival Now School of Ministry. Next Sunday, June the 8th, your giving is going to help Jerry Noblet from Auburn, Alabama, and myself travel to Yangon, Myanmar, which is the old country of Burma, a Southeast Asia nation, where we will conduct the first Revival Now Pastors and Leaders Conference there. We're very excited about this open door that has come to us. And of course, all throughout this year, we continue to travel across the United States to churches large, small, and medium in size, believing that there is a great outpouring of the Holy Spirit that is coming to our own nation of the United States of America. Many people don't realize that because of the interdenominational focus of Revival Now Ministries, there's not one single denomination that underwrites all of these projects that we are able to do. And these events that take place in developing countries, we are being asked to be the lead sponsor. That means that we have to not only pay our tickets and our personal expenses to go there, and keep up our homes while we're gone, we also have to pay for food and the advertising and the rental of the facilities to hold these pastors and leaders conferences in. But it's not just Myanmar that's calling for us. It's not just Kenya that is taking up the majority of our time. We are literally getting calls each and every day of our life from Uganda, from Tanzania, from South Sudan. The doors are open again for us in Haiti, in Guyana, South America, and Nicaragua continues to call us on a daily basis. Please come and help us. But we cannot do that without the generous prayers and the generous financial support of you, our friends and partners of Revival Now Ministries. I really don't like asking for money. I'm not begging for money. I'm not a beggar. I'm not groveling at anyone's feet. But even though I hate asking for money, I'm not ashamed to ask for money or to ask you to give, because I give of my own personal income back into these meetings as well. I not only go and pour out myself, I give financially to these events also myself. But we can only do this as you, the friends and partners, help us and believe in us. So for more information on how you can become a part of Revival Now Ministries International Outreach, write to us at Revival Now Ministries, Post Office Box 1076, Lynette, Alabama, zip code 36863. You can also send an email for more information to info@revivalnow.org. And you can also give securely and discreetly on our website through PayPal at revivalnow.org. Join us this Sunday, June the 1st, in Fort Mitchell, Alabama at Fort Revival Community Church, 88 Sweetwater Branch Road in Fort Mitchell, Alabama. It's a small bedroom community of Phoenix City, Alabama, a small town in eastern Alabama. I'm excited to be with my friend Pastor Mac Ballard at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon Eastern Time. That is Eastern Time, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time this Sunday, June 1st at Fort Revival Community Church in Fort Mitchell, Alabama. For information and directions, you can visit our website, revivalnow.org, or go to call the church office at 334-855-2100. Mark these dates down, July the 11th through the 13th. Our annual summer conference this year in LaGrange, Georgia at Heart of Worship Assembly of God. Thank you, Pastor Steve and Andrea Evans, for inviting us to host our camp meeting there this year. We're going to have guests from Kenya, guests from across the United States are coming together for a weekend outpouring of the Holy Spirit. You don't want to miss it. Mark your calendar for those days, July 11, 12, and 13, and we would love to see you there. Until next week or until next time, I love you, and I'm praying for the fire of the Holy Spirit of God to fall in your life this weekend.